LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show Live. Okay, folks, yes, I have been doing a whole lot of videos on location because I've been just busy, y'all. I just haven't had time to get in front of the laptop and really edit and really make my videos look nice and, you know, sing song. I ain't had time to do it because I've just been busy. So I promised to the people that sub to this channel that I was going to be consistent in dropping these videos. So I'm never going to go back to dropping, you know, 2 or 3 videos a week. I'm going to drop multiple videos, and that's just the way that is. All right, guys, you got a fighter by the name of Danny Garcia. No, forget it. I'm not finna call him Danny Garcia. I'm finna call him Honey Garcia. I'm gonna call him Honey Garcia because he acting very sweet as honey right now. Okay, you know, I'm looking at boxing scene, and I'm reading that, you know, Danny Garcia won't face Berto, but he'll face John Molina Jr. Now, granted, I wasn't even excited about him facing Berto because, to be honest, I think Andre Berto got a style that's tailor-made for Danny Garcia to knock him out. He do. Because Berto likes to come straight ahead, throw a lot of punches. I mean, Berto is very aggressive. Danny Garcia, he excels with aggressive punches. That's where he's at his best. Now, the guy that's moving around, that's got a pretty decent jab that can, you know, kind of stun him a couple of times, he's not going to thrive against that kind of fighter. He's going to lose against that kind of fighter. Berto not that kind of fighter, okay? Berto is to come straight ahead, try to maul you type. That's what Berto is, okay? And Danny Garcia, Berto is food for Danny Garcia, basically. And I predict Garcia would even knock him out. He probably would. Berto be going to sleep fighting Danny Garcia. Because, see, Danny Garcia, what he does, man, with these aggressive fighters, he'll let these guys get their shots off. And then in the middle of their combinations, he'll interrupt that combination with a beautifully placed left hook. Like, he does that. And he does that shot so many times, man. It's almost like he can do it in his sleep. He can do it with his eyes closed. I mean, he does. He's got a good left hook, man. That left hook is very dangerous, man. And he's put a lot of guys down with that left hook. That's just the way that is. But Berto is food. Berto is complete food for Danny Garcia. You know, and I'm sitting there thinking, why would he want to fight Berto? Why not go out to Porter? Why not go out to Spence? You know, why not try to call out Thurman? I mean, you got all these top upper tier welterweights, man. Why not try to call out Brook? And I'm going to tell you why. Because Danny Garcia don't think he can beat those guys. You know, even Broner. I even thought Broner versus Garcia would have been a 50-50 fight. I probably would lean more towards Broner because they're both flat-footed. But I think Broner is better defensively than Danny Garcia. And I also think that, you know, Broner throws, his hand speed is a little bit more than Garcia's. And he's got pretty decent power, so he can get in, throw some combinations, and then go back to being defensive. That's what I think. So I would still lean more towards Broner. But, you know, Danny Garcia told me something that was kind of telling, man. And then it kind of got me thinking, you know what? Yeah, this dude don't want to fight no top competition. He don't. I remember years ago, he said, well, you know, Floyd Mayweather has his career and I have mine. I got my legacy and he's making his. Which code word means I ain't fighting Floyd because I'll lose to him. And I'm sitting here thinking every welterweight and their mama. And I think Danny Garcia was fighting at 140 at the time. But, you know, everybody and their mama wanted to fight with Floyd Mayweather. Everybody. I mean, you had people at 160 trying to figure out how to get down and fight Floyd at catchweights. I mean, you had little guys wanting to come up to fight Floyd. I mean, everybody and their mama wanted to fight Floyd. But Danny Garcia just said, well, yeah, Floyd has his legacy and I have mine. So that's code word for I ain't fighting Floyd because if I get in the ring with Floyd, my O gonna go. People, that's just how it is. This dude, his name is no longer Danny. This is Honey Garcia. I'm calling him Honey Garcia or Fanny Garcia. Yep, we'll call him Honey Garcia or I'm gonna call him Fanny Garcia because Fanny don't want to take no fights. Fanny don't want to fight anybody that's going to possibly make his O go. Look, man, all these dudes. You got Fanny, you got Billy Ho, you got Canelo Ho. I mean, you got, golly, man, you got so many of these guys, man, that just don't want, they don't want that work. And Danny Garcia know that if he fight a Porter, he gonna get that work. He know if he fight Thurman, he gonna get that work. Thurman beat him, okay? If he fights Keith Thurman, he gonna get the work. If he fight Errol Spence, he definitely gonna get that work. Okay? If he fights Kell Brook, well, Kell Brook ain't gonna be in the division anymore. I believe that. But I think Kell Brook will beat him. I mean, there's so many welterweights that would really challenge and defeat Danny Garcia. So now you kind of get it why these guys, they're avoiding him. People can talk about Broner, and I don't like Broner very much, but one thing I will say, Broner is not afraid to actually go and put it on the line. I mean, he put it on the line against Mike Donald. He even said, Chino a tough dude. I don't think Broner took him lightly. I just don't think Broner didn't know what to do against Chino, And then he fought Porter, man. Those are two career-defining fights, man, that he took a chance. Because he could have really waited to fight Porter. He could have. Even though he tried to drain Porter and brought Porter down to 144, doesn't matter. Still, man, he took the fight. And that's really a lot than, what you can say for guys like Billy. Okay, I don't even like to do. I don't want to say him. That's a lot more than what you can say to Fanny Garcia. Okay, that's more than what you can say, for even Canelo. I mean, it's just, man, these guys act like they women, man. They act like they don't want to do. They act like, when you mention somebody fight a name, they try to dance around the questions. I mean, this is an era of boxing, man. It's not there, man. Like, the tenacity, the guys, the aggressiveness of these guys wanting to really fight somebody. I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan, and we're not the Mike Tyson of right now. I'm talking about the Mike Tyson of old, man. The Mike Tyson that used to get in there and tell people he'll beat them down. The Mike Tyson that used to look out into the crowd and say, if you want a piece of me, come up to this stage and come get it. See, that's what call-outs should be. They didn't care. These guys back then didn't care. They ain't trying to be your friend. This the hurt game. They ain't trying to be buddy-buddy with you. They ain't trying to politely talk to you. Now, there was always a mutual respect after the fight was over, most of the time. But for the most part, these dudes, no, these dudes ain't they ain't being your friend. They ain't trying to, go buddy, have drinks with you. No. And I started seeing it when, Manny Pacquiao and Ricky Hatton, they went and played darts together. So I'm like, what the heck is this? No, this dude could possibly end your life, end your career, and you want to go play darts? You want to be buddy? You want to give him a hug? What is wrong with these dudes in boxing? What is wrong with these guys? What is it, man? Why these dudes act so darn feminine? And it's this generation, man. I'm telling y'all. And even to some of the fans that comment, I got a lot of young, emotional, feminine fans of these guys that come to this page. And, oh, man. What else do you say, man? So, Fanny Garcia. Good grief. Fanny, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Dude, John Molina, you're a disgrace, man. You really are a disgrace to boxing. You fighting Rod Salker wasn't even enough. Dude, you are a disgrace. What the heck, man? Why John Molina? Is so many other welterweights out there. So many. And I think John Molina, fights at 140? I thought this last fight was at 140. I don't know. I remember he fought Broner at 140, okay? I remember that. Or somewhere, I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, fine. Call me out on it. I'm cool with that. But I'm talking about right now. This guy ain't on nobody level. Danny Garcia goes in there and just completely annihilates John Molina Jr. Takes him out of there. I'm pulling for John Molina. I hope John Molina beat this dude. Because, see, y'all remember when he fought Mauricio Herrero, that was supposed to be a mismatch? And Mauricio Herrero really beat you. Really beat him. I thought Mauricio won, but, they ain't going to give it to Mauricio. I thought Lamont Peterson won the fight. Peterson was right. People. Oh, man. These fighters, man. These fighters. I ain't supporting them. Stream the crap out of their fights. Whenever these little mismatches come on, y'all, you got to stop buying the fights. And the people that's buying the fights, you guys are just as much at fault as the people, as the fighters themselves. Because when you buy the fights, you're telling them, oh, this is okay. I guarantee y'all, man, if these guys take a huge hit in numbers, views, and pay-per-views, they stop this BS. They stop it. Stop spending your money. Man, y'all better learn how to stream. Y'all better learn how to stream. You better learn how to stream. They're free. Okay, they're free. You can go and get a free stream. They are free, or you can go get like a little Box Nation a subscription. Is cheap compared to cable. Cut your cable off. You don't need that mess. You don't need it. Go get Box Nation. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. Subscribe.